I am back from the Agnes World group cruise. And unfortunately, I had to cancel my live for the Saturday before the group cruise because y'all, I was tired. I was behind the eight ball. Unfortunately, we had a family member that passed away. My Aunt Bessie, she was 92. God bless her soul. So she definitely lived a full life. But, we are still sad to see our loved ones go. Also, that week, my baby girl had a lot of stuff going on. At her new apartment, and then she was getting ready for college. So before I left, I wanted to make sure she was squared away. And when I came back, she had everything she needed, and Tori wasn't doing a lot of extra running around and stuff. So that's why I didn't have the live last whatever Saturday it was before the cruise. So let's talk about, well, first, let me ask you guys, have you been in the last, hey, Miss Lagesha, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, girl. Now you already know, I'm like, can I run it back? Because y'all, between V's Super Bowl cruise and Etna's World Groupcation, y'all, when I tell y'all, almost every time this group is doing something, yeah, I'm gonna be in attendance, Lord willing. I'm gonna be in attendance. So yeah, definitely hope you guys had a good week and a half, 2 weeks, I guess now, since I have talked to you guys last. I hope your families are well. I hope you're well. If you had kiddos going back to college or school, I hope they have everything they need to have a successful year. What's up, V? Eh, eh. Val, girl, when I tell you, no, Miss Legation, you cannot miss it again. Val, I'm gonna have to text you, girl, because we gonna have to link up. Because if we didn't have a good time, I don't know what they call a good time. Because we didn't have us a good time. But okay, so I'ma sound like I got ADHD because I'm gonna be all over the place with this live. Because I don't know, I just had an all over the place week. But okay, I'm gonna start off with well, you guys may not know, but Edna's World is a YouTuber. She has over 14,000 subscribers. She's been on YouTube a very, very long time. I think she's done groupations for about maybe 6 or 7 years now. This is my first groupcation with Etna, but I also had seen Etna on Life with V's Super Bowl cruise this year in February. We went on Wonder of the Seas. So I had already, I think before I booked, I booked Super Bowl at Sea and also groupcation at the same time because I was like, these people is my peoples. I already feel it through the screen. So yes, I'm every time they go somewhere, I'm gonna go. So that's how I got onto the Etna's World groupcation. So we went on Norwegian Jewel. This is the first time they've left out of the port of Philadelphia. Everybody wanted to get on the ship, try it out. I've never been on Norwegian. I didn't have any inkling to go on Norwegian. It was just because the group was going. So my husband, we did a Outside Your Live. You saw the Outside Your Live. We rode up there to do like a test run because I don't know anything about Philadelphia, about the drive. I intended to drive, but as you guys probably know from the last time we talked, Tori drove me. So let me see. Let's get into the day of drive. Well, let's get into the day before because y'all, when I tell y'all I was still packing the morning that we were driving down, like Tuesday night to Wednesday morning, I was still packing. I probably had like a half hour sleep, like literally, like just a little bit of sleep. So, yes, needless to say, I was very excited. I was excited to see everyone that I had already seen in February. I was excited to see some new faces. I already talked to Miss Annie on the chat, and Miss Annie, y'all, Miss Annie came and she brought the oatmeal pies. Aside from that, because she had to bring that, I just wanted to see her, and oh my gosh, I was so blessed. Yes, a vacation. Yes, Miss Vacation. Girl, I'm so glad I'm off tomorrow, honey, because, child, if I ain't come back to a whirlwind, I definitely need a vacation. So, let's see. And I done scratched down all types of giblet, 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 giblet. So, so let me just start. Okay, so when I was packing, I actually had taken out some outfits. I took out about maybe 3 or 4 outfits, and so I'm saying that to say y'all know I definitely overpacked way more than I thought. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. So um, I text Edna maybe the day before. I was like, "Are we gonna be pre gaming or what?" Hey Edna, what's up? What's up, girl? I miss y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, girl. So I was like, are we going to be pre-gaming? And she was like, yeah, of course. So I was like, let me see what we got over here. You know, we got to buy some more stuff. We'll buy some more stuff. So, girl, yes, all over. I had dang pajama sets. Was like, yo, we might have a pajama night, and this ain't Edna ain't said nothing about none of this. I'm just thinking stuff in my head. Y'all, I had so much junk in that bag, ridiculous. But it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. You know, I'm driving. We're not flying. It wasn't a weight limit or none of that. It's fine. So I had got a bottle of anejo that I actually bought maybe on me and Grandson Latrell's June cruise. We hadn't even opened it. I was like, I don't really think neither of us gonna drink this. I'm gonna bring this. I brought some limoncello. I brought some those minis that I brought when we went for Outside July, the watermelon ones. I think it's like 99 something. Anyway, I brought those. And what else did I bring? Ooh, I cannot remember. I think I brought like 3 or 4. What's up, Mr. Bill? Hey, Kaya, what's up, girl? Girl, we missed you, girl. They might let you see the stuff in the vault. Because you know, everything that happened on Groupcation, we can't put out here. But Kaya, if you have a chance to see the vault videos that will not go on the social media pages, you're going to laugh your hind off. You're going to be like, girl. But I'm glad your son got into college. I hope CJ have an amazing college adventure. College is, you know, we are so proud of our babies when they make it into college. And I just hope he have the best college year. Blessings, blessings, blessings to CJ. I know you was crying. Girl. She told me they better not let me see. That girl, you already know we got some vault videos, girl. So Tori drove me up there. The drive was pretty much the same as it was the last time. I think we stopped some different places that I hadn't stopped at when I did the Outside July. We stopped and got some mixers for the drinks, you know, nothing major, whatever. So we get there, and I'm already thinking, I'm like, Misha, you still got too many clothes. So I told Tori, I said, once we get to the parking lot, I need to go in my luggage. I need to take some more stuff out. So even at the parking lot near the hotel, I took out maybe 4 or 5 outfits. So still packing up until the morning, taking out outfits home, still taking out outfits in the parking lot. And y'all, I'm looking at my table. I'll have myself in packing cubes. Tori is in the back room, but he's not feeling well, and he'll tell y'all what's going on with that if he chooses to. So, but yeah, I'm looking at about 8 packing cubes full of full outfits with the jewelry, top, bottom, dress, jumpsuit, whatever, already packed up. So they can actually go on another cruise. You if I book a 3-day for next month or October. Oh yes, Kai is going on at 7 p.m. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, boo. So y'all, if y'all gotta hop over there, I don't think I'm gonna be talking that long. But definitely go over to Jess Kaya TV. Wish her happy birthday. She's gonna take some birthday shots. Send her super chats. Y'all know what to do. So okay, so I'm really not gonna try to do day by day because day by day is going to be too convoluted for me to do, and I would just be up here like way too long. So I'm gonna just start with some highlights that I can remember, because y'all might see I got some scratches. I was a little toasted, and I had fell down And I can't remember a lot, you know. So, okay, so the first day, well, get into the hotel. I already had my camera going because I was like, I'm gonna turn this corner and I'm gonna see somebody in the lobby. So, first person I saw was Miss Etta. Oh my goodness, saw Miss Etta. I was like, Miss Etta, because like I taught her all the time on the chat, and she seemed like such a sweetheart. And I was like, I finally get to meet her. So girl, Summer, no. But Summer is a mess. When I tell you, Summer might be pregnant. Summer might have some little summer babies running around here. Y'all might see a little mini Summer in everybody vlog. I don't know. I don't know. Because Summer was wild. She was all over the place. And everybody loved them some Summer, honey. But so, turned around the corner. I saw Miss Etta. I saw who did I see? Oh, I saw Maggie, Mama Maggie. And I saw Alyssa or Alyssa. I can't get the name. I think it's Alyssa. Girl, don't beat me up. Don't beat me up. Don't beat me up. But yeah, so I saw that I gave everybody a good Southern hug. You know, we Southern, we hug tight. We hug tight, baby. So gave everybody a hug. Everybody finally got to see Tori, who hadn't seen Tori. What's up, Miss Annie? Y'all, Miss Annie is in the chat. When I tell y'all, Miss Annie drove up there, and Miss Annie was like, look, I ain't going on the cruise, but I want to see y'all. I want to vibe. And guess what I got? I got some oatmeal pies. And she brought a bag of cream, y'all. I said, Miss Annie be on top of it. Y'all already know, hands down, them oatmeal pies was a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. But more importantly to me, I definitely was so glad I got to see Miss Annie. I got to give her a nice, good hug. And I finally got to make sure I had her number right in my phone. So, girl, it's saved now. It's saved. We good. We is here. So, then I think I ended up seeing Val, and I ended up seeing V. I think Michelle might have been with them, and Jocelyn. So all of them. So we were just vibing, and Etna was like off to the side. She was still doing maybe some group cation stuff or some stuff on her job. I didn't really bother her too much because she had some other stuff going on her laptop. So, and y'all, so we over there talking, everybody just vibing. And look, it was two ladies in the lobby. I didn't know who they were, so I'm just hugging everybody. And they was like, they not even with us. I was like, well, y'all gonna get a hug too. I'm just so hyped for this cruise. I'm like, it's a week long. Super Bowl, mind you, was just 3 days. Funky feet, as Dante say. So I'm like, this is a whole week. Like, I'm just happy to see everybody. Thank you, Miss Annie. Girl, yes. It's all love. Oh my gosh. I had such an amazing time seeing you. So, let me see. So we were in the lobby talking, and I'm probably the loudest one. I don't know, because y'all know I'm loud. So they was like, oh, y'all gotta be quiet because the receptionist can't hear the incoming phone calls and blah, blah, blah. I'm looking like, y'all, it ain't but a handful of us here. It probably was like 10 of us there, if that. It might have been less than that. And they talking about, we loud. Baby, we's going on a group cruise. We gonna get louder than this. So, but we did end up taking the evening festivities out on like a lanai area that they had that was it was still attached to the hotel, but I don't think they could really hear us out there. If so, look, we only gonna be there one night. So oh right, is that don't even know loud. I'm like, girl, stop. So let me see. In the meantime, between time, we're waiting on some more people to come in, and we ended up walking to get some food. We went to, it was like a food hall place. Tori he just got out of work. He's not feeling well, so I don't know if he'll come in or not. So hopefully he does. If not, he'll definitely should be feeling better by next week, and maybe he'll tell you guys what was going on with him. The people that was on the cruise, I already told him. I was like, what is this? But anyway, so we went and walked to like a food hall place. We went to get subs from By George. The sub was pretty good. I did get it like almost like it was supposed to. I don't eat mayonnaise, so I didn't do the mayonnaise, onions, and ketchup. I think I got mushrooms, onions, and ketchup because I don't do mayonnaise. So I got that, and it was good. It was a lot. I had to save the rest for the next morning for breakfast, but I don't It had sesame seeds on it, so whatever. So excuse me, guys, Lord. So we did that, and everybody got checked into their rooms. I shared a room with Sister. Oh my gosh, y'all, Sister is a whole vibe. Sister is funny as he double hockey sticks. When I tell y'all, she is hilarious. So we had a really, really good time, and then we just all went downstairs. Most of the crowd had got there. I think the last person to come was Miss Erlene. And y'all, side note, when I tell y'all, the older women on this group probably was more hype or just as hype as the younger ones. We ain't none of us really young for real. But it's like Miss Erlene, Miss Andrea, Miss Mary, child, when I tell you, a hot mess. Miss Rose, she was cool, but she had her sisters with her, so they was doing their sister thing. So I think if her sisters weren't there, Miss Rose would have been getting down. But you know they doing their sister thing, so we got a lot of time to spend with them too. But her sisters came and they were really sweet. So nothing really major I can think of happened at the hotel. We did do Wind Down Wednesday. Hope you guys got a chance to check that out. If not, go back to Edna's World and check out the hotel Wind Down Wednesday. That was really fun. But yeah, so I will say this to say the sickness of the first night for some was going to be the sickness for a lot of us that whole dang week. So anyway, so that we done with the hotel night. So we going on to the morning. Again, I just said I ate my sub that morning. They did have breakfast at the hotel. It was a big breakfast too. They had like 2 microwaves. They had like 2 sections. All the hot stuff that you would normally see. They had the pancake station. They had croissants, and it was a lot of stuff out here. The cereals, the bagels, everything. They had a lot of stuff there. But I had that big ass up. So I ate that. Girl, them oatmeal pies was good. But what's up, Kyle? Tori, Kyle asked about you. He said, what's up? So, let me see. So, Jocelyn, I think, was responsible for the transportation. Transportation was there probably early. They were on it. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I don't think that man was ready for the amount of over luggage we had. He was looking like, what the heck is they got all this dang luggage for? And so we ended up having to put some luggage on the shuttle, but it's fine, whatever. So we had to put some luggage on the shuttle. So we get to the Clarion. So the Clarion had it set up as if when you go to the port, it's set up. You have to have your passport, your boarding pass. They're doing all that on the Clarion, because by the time the buses take us to the port, you're just going right on the ship. You're not doing any of that there. You're going right on the ship. So we did, and we had on our shirts. Edna gave us some cute little bags, and some of my stuff in my bag, I don't even know where it's at, because that's the type of week I had. But I do have most of it. I think I'm missing like 3 pieces, but it's okay. So we had on our shirts, and everybody came in with our Edna's World Group Geisha shirts. They were light blue, and most of us are this color, except Mama Maggie. But she invited to all the cookouts. When I tell y'all, they were looking like, it's Norwegian. So they're looking at us like, they about to be loud. And I was like, yes, we gonna make it carnival this week. I showed you. I was like, it's gonna be carnival this week. It is. So they had us like in a waiting area, and then we had to like pick our numbers for our buses or shuttles or whatever that was gonna take us over to the actual port. So we did that, and I think we were somewhere on like 21 and somewhere on 22, so we were kind of separate on the bus. But either way, we got up there. So we got on the ship. I hadn't researched the ship, so I'm already knowing Norwegian is kind of going to be a little bit too fuddy-duddy for me, which is probably why I overpacked, because I didn't know what to wear. But, I mean, it was cool. It was a cruise ship. what I can give you like a pros and cons of the ship. They did not have a comedian, which I was like, what? Did not have a comedian. Let me see. The food. I don't think the food was. I think you would have to do specialty dining with them to really get a better quality of food. Um, Let me see. A pro would be their drink package. You don't have to sign anything or anything. You can just we could get 2 drinks at a time, different drinks, the same drinks. Some people were ordering like a lot of shots at a time. They didn't care. Like they was like, look, we'll order whatever you want. So I did like that. The cruise director was really fun. I saw her around a lot. I didn't go to a lot of the events that she was facilitating because I was there with the group cruise, and but I did see on their freestyle paper that she was hosting a lot of stuff. So I'm guessing she was an interactive cruise director. Her name was Bren. Um, Let me see, and she had like a cruise assistant. Can't think of her name right now. It'll be in one of my videos. I just can't remember what her name was, but she was really cool too. So they did the like sail away party. It was, whatever. We made it, do what it do. But Norwegian was. I'm like, I'm just a carnival girl. I'm just a carnival girl. So yeah. So we got up there. We got shots. Some of us got food and stuff. We met up with Auntie Neen. I think her friend's name is Angie. I hope I got her name right. And we saw the traveling type, Tracy and James, and they already started putting out some videos. They be on it. So we saw they were already on the ship by the time we got up there. They weren't at the hotel. So let me just speed it up a little bit because I feel like I'm dragging. Some highlights that I can remember. Now, if y'all may remember, me and Edna were talking about doing karaoke. Want to do the Michael Jackson song, "The Girl Is Mine." So I had been practicing karaoke. Not that particular song, but I had been like trying to like make sure when I get up to karaoke, I got stage presence. I'm like, not nervous or nothing like that. So I had been doing some local karaoke at home. So even at the hotel, I had my other phone out and I have "The Girl Is Mine" playing on YouTube. And I have my other phone and I'm recording it. Sister's like, what you doing? I said, girl, I'm recording this song to make sure when I get up here with your sister, I'm not embarrassing myself. And she was like, oh, Lord. I said, but I'm going to get it, though. I'm going to get it. So we went to karaoke. I don't know what night this was. It might have been the third or fourth night. I'm not sure. So we went, but I will back up to the first night on the ship because that is a funny night. And that's how I got this sky. On the first night, y'all, like, what the hell? So we did, and I'll probably say that for last. So we did karaoke. We did "The Girl Is Mine." I think we did a really good job. Edna already got on. She's like, and I got to tell you something. And she starts at "The Girl Is Mine." I was like, oh. And y'all, we should have brought Summer, but Summer won't there. Summer needed therapy because she was staying a couple of nights in the couples' rooms. And when Jocelyn got her, Summer must have been distraught. She was distraught, so she needed a therapy session from Jocelyn. I'm sure she can put out some shorts for that, so catch on Allen Family Adventures. So we did that, and me and Val, y'all, when I tell y'all, this was after the Twilight Day. So it was the C day after the Bermuda Day, because me and Val were talking about what we wanted to sing. So we did the Dirty Dancing. The nervous... No, girl. I know you ain't say you ain't had enough liquor, girl. Val, is you want to tell that out there, girl? Y'all, this sky is gonna fall in Virginia on me and Val, cause she talking about she ain't had enough liquor. But so me and Val did Dirty Dancing, and when I tell you, I didn't get any videos of it, but I'm pretty sure y'all gonna see a lot of shorts and or videos of that because V and Kesha attempted to do the live. And then Kesha was like doing, I said, when I tell y'all the crowd went wild. We was already lit because we the lit crew. Like the whole group, every time they see us, they know we with Edna's Word and we is Liddy City. But the other people that was on the ship, when I tell y'all, they was like, wow, this group is the shit. And we was definitely the shit. Y'all, we was on that floor having a good time. And when I tell y'all, when they got in the little dance floor section, it was something like Ocean Plaza. They call it the Bliss Lounge. When I tell y'all the crowd loved them, I hope they put some videos out because I don't have no videos to give y'all. And then I just sung like a regular song. I actually sung SWV, and Val could have sang that with me, but it's all good. We still had a good time. Um, Auntie Neen, she sung Shaka Khan, or I can't remember. I can't remember what song she sung, but we all did, or most of us did a line dance on the floor to her song. So that was really, really fun. Just to give her some support. To get the crowd going. She was like one of the first few ones that started singing. So another highlight was their stage production. They had one called Motor City Nights, and I sat beside Kisha for that show. When I tell y'all, Kisha is just like y'all see her on screen. If y'all watch Edna's World, and please subscribe and like Edna's World, and watch Wind Down Wednesdays. Kisha is true to herself. Kisha had a ball. Me and Kisha had a ball at that show. And the show was really good. They had a black girl dancer that I forget what her name was. But she had an interview with Edna on Wind Down Wednesday from last week. Well, this week, this week, because today's Saturday. And when I tell y'all, that girl stole the show. All of her moves, and like I said, she's just a dancer. She's not a singer. And she did so well. One of the singers, I think his name was Cedric. He was one of the lead singers. Edna did an interview type with him too. And he was really good. All of the music that I saw from the stage people, they did really well. The vocals, stage presence, everything was great. So I don't have nothing bad to say about Norwegian as far as that. They did a really good job. Carnival ain't all the time on 10 with that from the ships I've been on. So let me see. Another highlight was there was a martini bar that was where we ended up at the end of King's Cup, and that was something we did along with the bar crawl. Edna had a whole itinerary of things to do daily, and we had a bar crawl, and I met a couple, Bonnie and Fritz. Fritz, it was his 66th birthday, so we were over. I was getting drinks to go back to hand to my people, but I just had started talking to them, and last night. Oh, for real? That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. I ain't got no Instagram. I might have to make me one because a lot of people got an Instagram, but I ain't got one. But that's good that they did follow you and y'all saw them again. So Fritz and Bonnie was really, really sweet. I probably will send them a shout out on the Norwegian regular page for that sailing. Another highlight was Summer. Summer is, I guess, officially the Edna's World mascot. Summer is our little skeleton that we take around. And when I tell y'all, Summer she was like just as the life of the party as the rest of the group. Like everybody that had Summer, because I had Summer for like maybe a day and a half. And everywhere you go with Summer, people are like, what is this skeleton about? Like, why do y'all have this skeleton? Like, what is it about? And I'm like, this is Edna's World. We're on a groupcation. She's a YouTuber, and this is her mascot, Summer. And we're outside, so Summer's outside. So, girl, I hope you got a lot of subscribers on Summer alone because they was on it. When I tell you, they love the kids. They love Summer. So, yeah, and I have some shorts that I can probably put out for Summer, so you'll see more about that. Let me see. So getting back to Summer had her own. Yes, she did had her own plate of dip, y'all. So we went to this restaurant called Tazar's. I think it was called TSARZ, or I don't know, something like that. So we went to that, and I ordered a plate of macaroni. Most people, when you say macaroni, I don't know if I said macaroni and cheese. I was drunk. I don't know what I said. But she literally brought me a plate of macaroni, just the macaroni noodles, and then a cup. Excuse me, Tori. Can you do me a favor and get my coffee from the bottom of the fridge? The coffee I got from Dunkin' Donuts. I'm making him do stuff because I want to talk to y'all. But he gonna do it for me. He that's my baby. He's sweet. But so and she gave me like a cup that had cheese whiz. I'm like, okay, so am I supposed to mix this up, girl? I'm not doing all that. So needless to say, I was like, Summer, here's your dinner. So that's what Summer got for dinner. Um, let me see, what else was I talking about? But special shout out to Miss Andrea. Miss Andrea reminded me, and this is the only time I think I really cried. And this was after they had got on their Uber to go to wherever they were going to go back home. I gave Miss Andrea a hug. And when I walked away, like all I could think about was my aunt. I'm going to see if I can find a picture of my aunt when she was like in her prime health, because a lot of pictures that I have, she was already sick and things were going on in her body. But when I tell you, Miss Andrea remind me so much of my aunt. If y'all remember, I had a Christmas cruise, left from home, and my aunt had passed like a few days before that cruise. And Miss Andrea remind me so much of my, like her mannerisms. I feel like she favor her like zest for life, just I was like, oh my gosh, like this is my aunt for real, for real. So when I tell y'all, when they pulled away, I was ugly crying. I think Miss Denise, which is Miss Earlene's cousin, she was like, it's okay. She just gave me a hug. I was like, oh my gosh, like this cruise is over. When I tell y'all, I cannot I mean, of course I love my family. I want to get back to my family. I miss my family. But it's like when you find people you really vibe with and that y'all have so many side conversations about life and love and kids and family and relationships, stuff that YouTube will never see. Because I mean, we just not the type of people that would do that. And I don't even hang with a lot of females. Like really, Tori's my best friend. That's my friend. That's who I hang with. So it's just like I just feel like I'm so grateful to find a group that I feel like I can call them or text them and be like, I just want to talk about whatever, and they be like, girl, what's up? Let's talk. I feel like they are really genuine. And I was just boohoo crying when Miss Andrea left, because I was like, for one, I really loved her vibe. Like I taught her so much about so many things, but it just brought back my aunt. And let me get off that because I don't want to start crying. But also Miss Mary. Miss Mary is 80 years old, y'all. But when I tell y'all, 80 years old and travel like she ain't got no home. What's up, Shay? What's up, boo? Miss Mary travels. Like she's geared to go to Bali, going to Dubai again next year for like the third or fourth time. She said Miss Mary is like, tell it like it is. She like, I've been on this earth long enough. I'm going to say what I need to say. It's all love, but I'm going to correct you with love. You might be a little mad, but you know I love you. Like she's that type of, but when I tell y'all, Miss Mary had me cracking up. Her and Kisha was like oil and water, but it was love. It was so hilarious. I was like, oh my gosh, Miss Mary. So Miss Andrea left with Miss Mary. Both of them left at the same time because they're both from Brooklyn. So, they found that out on the cruise. And Miss Earlene, she lived in VA close to me, y'all. She was supposed to call me today. I'm like, Miss Earlene, why you ain't call me, girl? I'm off tomorrow. But Miss Earlene, like I said, she came in last at the hotel for the meetup. So I'm like, okay, I don't know. But she came in with some alcohol, though. She came in with some alcohol. But when I tell y'all, call Miss Earlene, Megan with the good knees. Because if Miss Earlene ain't drop it like it's hot, in the club, out the club, with the group, just having a ball. And y'all, the hair, baby, baby, the hair be on point, switching them out. Hair be laid, outfits laid. Miss Erlene, she's so tough now. She's so tough. She was hilarious. Like, so much fun. Like, everybody was a vibe. Okay, so also, it was a young lady, Kim, that was on the Super Bowl cruise. I didn't really get a chance to interact with her much then. So I'm thinking, oh, she might be kind of like shy, or maybe like I'm not her cup of tea or whatever, because I'm loud and everybody don't like loud people. I got a chance to hang out with Kim. Kim is a vibe. She's a whole vibe. So, sometimes you can't like judge your first meeting with somebody as that's their character, because it may have been an off day or whatever. So I'm really glad I got to have another time to spend with her, and she is really, really fun. We had a good time. We had a good time. So let me see. There was like a place that we could eat at called Oceans. So we went at Oceans. We probably went there almost every night. I probably missed a couple nights, but I'm sure the group kind of went a lot of the nights. Let me say this. Ocean's food was not bad if it was a small group. But when you come in with like 10 or 12 of us or more, they be like, these people again. They act like, well, one girl, she act like our group was too big for her. She pushed us off to somebody else. And then they bring out half your food, or they forget stuff so you don't have all your food out. Then you got to put another order in. They was pissing me off with that, because I'm like, why are y'all open all night? Y'all know people coming from probably drinking all day or coming from the nightclub. They may have met people. They're coming with a group. They're most likely not coming by themselves. So why do you have an attitude when a lot of people come in here? That's the only thing I didn't like. And child, one of our who had somebody, I forget, somebody had some hair in their food. She said it was the second time. She said she had a hair in her Reuben sandwich. Miss Little Tanya, she said she had some hair in her sandwich. And the night I was there with her, she had some hair in her salad. I was like, girl. So I was like, yeah, I think that was Wednesday night. So we was getting off Thursday anyway. But I was like, they've been putting hair in your food now. What's going on? Let me see. I do have a regret that I didn't get to spend time with Michelle like I wanted to. Michelle from Tripping with Dre and Michelle, but she has her own channel now, Simply Michelle. I know, Shay, like, girl. So, Michelle loves books. When I tell y'all, she even got a bag that says something about books on it. And I had brought like a word find, and I was like, well, I don't really read books like that no more, but I can sit down with you on the deck and you can read your book and I can do my word find. We didn't get a chance to do that. And also, me and Jocelyn didn't get a chance to do the rum chata shots. So those are two things. Hopefully, I know Jocelyn will be on Super Bowl for next year. I'm not sure Michelle will be there, but hopefully she will. So I'll definitely, hopefully, run that over to the next group cruise. But Michelle is really sweet. And when I tell y'all, she's a strong woman. We had like a birthday shout out for her, something that her husband wanted to do for her. And we did that for her. Well, I think Veronica was behind that. And when I tell y'all, the cake came out, and I was sitting right across from Michelle, and she had a beautiful outfit on. It was like lace top, and then I think it was like a green jumpsuit. It was cute, and she just looked, and I was like, she about to bawl out crying. She did cry a little bit, but she didn't really like cry. When I tell y'all, she's a strong woman, and she's so sweet. Like, she's so sweet. So I'm glad I got to meet her, and I definitely subscribe to her channel and everything, because I didn't even know she had her own channel. So that was, good to meet. And I'll have to, like I said, have some more time with her on the next cruise. We did the hot tub day. We actually had that twice. One was like an impromptu. We got in the hot tub. And why some now? Mind you, it's like 5 or 6 of us in the hot tub. And all of us, we hippie, we grown women, we got boobies, we got hips, we got thighs. This lady gets in the hot tub with her son and her daughter. Her son and her daughter look like they're under 10 years old. Why? Number one, where y'all gonna fit it? And number two, why is you getting in the hot tub with your kids? Like, girl, like, we got thighs out, legs out. Like, what the hell going on? So that was very weird to me. But they ended up getting out. But I was like, you like they came in there once we were all in there. It's not like they were in there and we came. That was so odd to me. So anyway, but we did have another hot tub day. This was after the King's Cup and the bar crawl, and it was a guy, I think he called himself T-Mac. I don't know his real name, but he called himself T-Mac. Y'all, he saw us over there in the hot tub and was like bringing shots and everything. And they was like, you can't have drinks. So, yet all in-grown folks stuff. I'm like, well, they shouldn't be over here. I'm going to say what I want to say because I ain't got no kids on the cruise with me. They shouldn't be over here. So, so at the first hot tub, on the day I was telling you about with the kids, the bartender actually brought us drinks over there. Like he came and took our order, everything. So I guess his supervisor, son, was like, well, who brought you the drinks? You're not supposed to have drinks. So we hurried up and drank our drinks. And I'm like, I ain't no snitch. Like, I'm not telling you who brought the drinks or whatever. So he had in the background trying to see who brought the drinks. I hope he never knew who brought the drinks because the guy, like, y'all didn't have no sign of it, that hot tub. So the next time when we saw the T-Mac at that hot tub, mysteriously they got a sign up, you can't have drinks, food, whatever. So, but you know, we're grown and we're not gonna spill anything. So a couple of shots ain't gonna kill nobody. So he came to that one too, was like, oh, you can't have shots. And I was like, you a buzzkill. So he gonna point to the sign like it says no drinks, no food. I'm like, okay, anyway, like you need some pussy or something because nigga, like somebody need to give you something because you backed up. He was getting on my nerves. But anyway, T-Mac got us right. T-Mac was like, what y'all want? Her shots, hurry up and drink it. He was taking the shots to the trash can and everything. I was like, thank you, T-Mac. And his wife, I think they said they'd been married like 41 years or something. His wife was cool as I don't know what. She was in the other hot tub like, I know my husband crazy, whatever. He had took a picture with all of us. Then, like I said, we all eye color, we thick and everything. He right in the middle was like, he said to his wife, y'all remember, what was that movie? The movie with Eddie Murphy and the sunshine and stuff. Girl, no, Norwegian want the vibe. We was the vibe. Norwegian definitely want the vibe. So, basically, he said, he told his wife he was going to leave her or something. He said over here with all the thick black girls or something. He said, his wife was like, boy, shut up. Ain't nobody think about you. T-Rock, okay. Really? To his daughters, what? Girl, that's what's up. Tell your mom I'm never coming home. Yes, Mr. Geisha. She was looking like, boy, shut up. Ain't nobody thinking about what you talking about. His wife was really, really cool. So let me see. Some of my other highlights. We did theme nights. Y'all know this group is all about the theme. So we had the denim, white and diamond. Everybody looked so pretty. I was like, oh my gosh. Then we had our elegant night. And it was funny because when we had our elegant night, we were leaving out trying to find out where we could take a picture at. Y'all, this is my fault. One of these lives ain't gonna be coughing. So we were trying, and y'all, when I tell y'all, I ain't drinking no more coffee or water for me. Cause last week, baby, my liver like, girl, I'm about to jump out of your body. Okay. So it was some random guy had came and was like, I'll take y'all a picture and stuff. So at the very top was James from the Traveling Type, and I think Dante was up there. And he was like, look, is y'all trying to be in the picture or not? Y'all need to come down on the side. I was like, oh, he cool as shit. So he took off, and I know he took about 5 or 6 pictures. He was clicking. He had the camera this way, clicking. So the people on the ship were very inviting, very accepting. I think maybe from what I physically saw, it was a couple of people that were kind of like, yeah, you probably is the type I thought was going to be on Norwegian. Let's just put it that way. But other than that, everybody else was really nice, inviting. There was no color barrier or nothing like that. We had a great time. Let me see. The steakhouse, really good food. The steak was good. The only thing I didn't like was my dessert. I had a like raspberry creme brulee. There was no crack on it, and the raspberry flavor, I couldn't taste it. It really was like a red dye or something, and it was cold. So yeah, I didn't like that. But my meal was top notch. The meal was perfect. I think I had got a ribeye. I forget the sides, but I got a picture of it. Y'all will see it at some point. But it was really good. When we did breakfast in O'Shea's was good. If you were like a few people, if you were like a group, they'd be like, "Oh, all these people coming," and it's a hit or miss. I had breakfast in the main dining room. Breakfast there, I didn't like. The coffee wasn't hot. I think they had actually like almost spilled some hot water on Jocelyn, or maybe they did. I had like an avocado wrap with scrambled eggs. Like everything was kind of like subpar, but it could be because I'm just gonna be comparing everything to Carnival. So y'all had to take that with a grain of salt. On that ship, there is no TV on the pool deck. They call the Lido the pool deck. It's just it's two pools, but it's separated by like a dance floor, and each pool has two hot tubs on the side. There's no television out there, or big screen or whatever they call it. They have that in the theater, which is called the Stardust Lounge. I never saw a movie in there, but it's like I kind of like walking through the Lido deck and seeing the big screen. Like I just like that. So I was missing that, but it's okay because I was with a big ass group and we would survive. So that was my take on the food. The drinks, I had so many peach bellinis. I had so many lavender patch. That's where I met Bonnie and Fritz at the Martini Bar. Oh, and I didn't have my chocolate martini with Maggie. Dang. Okay, so I think Maggie may be coming on Super Bowl. She said she might. Hopefully she will. So, but Jocelyn loves strawberries. And she done got us hooked on these strawberry lemon drops and strawberry margaritas. When I tell you, if I want a big strawberry by the end of that cruise, I had so much strawberry in this belly, just shaking around, strawberry, everything. So, yeah, those were the drinks that I remember. I had a lot of, I had some pina coladas. I probably had some like rum and Coke, something like that, but it was a lot of mixed drinks and lots and lots of shots. Lots and lots of shots. Lots and lots of shots. So we did do some excursions for the Bermuda 2 days. We were there overnight. We had a day excursion, and I enjoyed the day excursion because I didn't know what to expect. I'd never been there. I think the guy, I think he should have. What's up? What's up? I don't know if this James or Tracy. If it's Tracy, girl, I hope you feeling better. If it's James, what's up? What's up? What's up? So, when we went on the tour, Edna had told the guy what the group wanted to do. She was like, we want to get food. We want to find some place for drinks. Maybe some shopping if we have to. Okay, what's up, guys? What's up? How y'all doing? Y'all see y'all already got the videos coming out. I got to get like y'all. Probably not, but you know, I'm going to try. And we wanted to go to the beach. So this is what she's telling. He asked, and she told him. We went to see turtles. We went to see forts. We went to some shopping places. We went to the beach last. And mind you, after that, he still wanted to take us to like a lighthouse place. Nothing wrong with the places he took us because, you know, we learned things. We took pictures. All of that is fine. But it's like, we in Bermuda. Everybody, most people had their bathing suit on. And I'm like, he tried us right now. So when we get to the beach, he's like, oh, you only got 15 minutes. We looking like, what the hell if we do? 15 minutes. I did get out, but I'm like, I'm not going to run in the water and then I'll be wet and sandy. I got to pass all these people to get to my seat. Like, I don't want to make them uncomfortable, and I don't want to be uncomfortable. So, Alyssa, she did, she went with the guy to take some pictures, like on the mountain. And when I tell you the guy was taking Instagram, he was dipping down and spinning and all this and that. So her picture's going to be really, really pretty. But I was like, girl, if you step back one more, you're going to fall off the damn cliff. Like, girl, don't step back no more. She was like right on the edge of the cliff. I'm like, she'll have no fear of height. She was right there. But I know her picture's going to be nice. So, but the beach we went to, it seemed like it would have been a nice beach to chill at had he just took us to the food, took us to get drinks. If somebody wanted to shop before we got all wet and sandy, we could have did that. I think it was like a 5 or 6 hour time we had with him, and we could have just chilled at the beach. But whatever. I'm not gonna say it wasn't a good time. I think he need to listen to the people. If he's asking, what do you want to do? If he asks, we tell you. I mean, if you want to do your own thing, just do that. But either way, I still had a good time. So the next day, because we were there overnight, it was raining. It had started raining, so I think we would have stayed out most of the night had it not rained. We went to like a pirate. Was it that night? Shit, I don't even remember. Y'all, my days running together. I don't know. But girl, for you, because you were the facilitator, you probably would have been pissed off. I was like, I don't know what to expect. I'm gonna go with the flow, but you know I'm a water baby. So the next day we did. Some of us did get up, and we caught like a shuttle. It was $7 to get over to Horseshoe Beach or Horseshoe Bay Beach, Horseshoe something beach. So we went over there, and I had my little floaty that I had, my little charger thing to blow it up, or I don't know what it's called. And so we got our chairs. I think it was like $20 for a chair, like $10 for a umbrella. So we went over there. I think it was 8 of us actually, because that's how many chairs we had, and we shared 4 umbrellas between the chairs. I'm stuttering my ass off, but y'all know I stutter. So as soon as we got to my chair, I started taking my clothes. I think I had a jumpsuit, so I took my jumpsuit off, and I set my chair up, and I got my floaty. Y'all, as soon as that floaty was blown up, I was like, all right, y'all. I ran in that water so quick. We was there for like 2.5 hours. I ran in that water so quick, and Val was out there with me. Everybody did come out and get in the water, but they like got in the water, and then they were talking and, just vibing and stuff. But I was like, I need all of this 2 hours with me in this water. The water was so pretty. It was no rocks, no seaweed. The sand was smooth. It was no trash. It really wasn't even crowded there, but a lot of people may have came the day before, because we were also in port with Royal Independence of the Season. They stay overnight also. So I'm thinking a lot of people may have came the first day to get their beach fix out of the way. So the day we went was actually might have been the best day. So me and Val were out there. I think Jocelyn had came out there a little bit, but for the better part, it was me and Val. I think Val was on I think she was on the February cruise. I didn't spend a lot of time with her, but this cruise, I was like, Val, like I know she got tired of hearing her name, because I was like, Val. We had so much fun in the water, just talking about family and kids and life and just vibing. Like, this is stuff y'all will never see on a social media. Like, these are connections that you make, true, genuine connections. It's like you will only experience it, I feel, going on a group cruise. You can like look at people on the screen and think you know who they are, but when you're there with them and just talking about things, or maybe somebody's telling a joke and y'all just vibe, like, we don't have our phones out all the time. I was trying to like take pictures and do some videos while I was out there talking to Val, and for whatever reason, God was like, girl, you ain't worried about it. None of my pictures came out right. I looked at my phone, they all blurry, my videos. I don't know what the world I was trying to say. And all that is scrap. When I tell y'all, it was meant for me to just be out there vibing with Val, and we had a really good time. Sister was like, "It's time to go." I was like, "Damn, girl, we got to go back here." So I was on my float, and Val is tall, and the water is shallow, like really far out. So I didn't even need my floaty, but I was just on the floaty because I just wanted to do something. And she was just standing out swimming, but the water was beautiful. It was a good temperature. The weather was nice. It wasn't raining that day, thankfully, or drizzling or anything. So that was a really good time. And from that day on, it's like me and Val was like every time I saw her and she saw me, I'm like, "What's up, Val?" And Val this and Val that. So yeah, we had a really good time. Then we did go on. Yes, girl, I was like, it's time to go already. I'm like, shit, we ain't had enough time in the water. But then we went on a Twilight cruise. Um, that was really nice, but when I tell y'all, it got dark, like really dark, and I didn't realize how close we were to the water till like the sun had went down, and it was like the lights from under the boat, and I'm like, damn, we right here at the water. Like you could almost reach out on the bottom level, reach over, and you like literally touching the water. It was like glass bottom, somewhere at the bottom, and we were seeing like the coral reefs, and the guy was explaining about the different reefs and whatever stuff like that. I did record it, but it was like an informative type tour. With that, we did have drinks. I think they're called rum sizzle, or I don't know if it's swizzle or sizzle. It's probably swizzle. So we had the rum swizzles, and I had got a rum swizzle um, when we went on the tour to Bermuda, the bus tour. That was strong. The one on the boat, he was trying to play us, but actually the people upstairs that didn't come downstairs, theirs might have been stronger. Cause the one that I got when it was the bulk of the group, I was like, "Now he playing with us right now." But we had been drinking so much, I ain't really care. But so that's probably it that I can remember from that. For Canada, I ain't go to Canada. I ain't even bring the right clothes for Canada, but I did hear they had ponchos for sale on the ship for $3. So I had tennis shoes. I could have went out, but I had got sick the night before, so I wasn't able to do it because by the time I got up, I was still queasy. And if I would have got on that, they had a tender boat to get to Canada. Mind you, it's raining, it's foggy, it's cold to me, and we got it. They got us on. Well, they were getting on a tender boat, and from what I heard after the fact, the tender boat kept hitting up on the boat hard, and the way you had to walk down the tender to like down the pier or whatever. It's not called that, but the little alleyway thing, the little makeshift thing. I probably would have fell my fat ass in the damn water, so I didn't need to go. But I did hear it was a nice time for the people that went. Some people got lobster rolls. Some people did like a hop on, hop off. They did what is it? The Titanic graveyard thing, and I heard that was like really like majestic and heavenly and things like that. So that would have been good to see, but I wasn't gonna make it. So I don't know nothing about Canada. I wasn't really checking for Canada anyway, so whatever. Wig night. When I tell you Wind Down Wednesday, Edna had this fantastic idea for us to wear wigs. So I brought 2 wigs, and I had my poofy wig on, and then it was a couple of people that didn't have a wig, so I gave somebody a wig. But with her wig, the wig she had, it looked like her real hair. I was like, girl, it really look like you got on a wig. She looked real cute in hers. T, her name is I think she come on as Alice if you see her in Edna's World live, if you see her comment, but her name is T, and it was her first group cruise with us. And y'all, when I tell y'all, T was a whole, she quiet now. She quiet, but she ain't quiet. But she was real cool. I had a good time with her too. Let me see. I'm just looking over some stuff. Da, 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 da. Okay, talked about Oceans, talked about Maggie, and then I'm gonna tell y'all the story. That's gonna be my last. I'm gonna tell y'all the story. Talked about karaoke. Oh, also in karaoke, two songs I've never heard in karaoke was Wildflower. You better cry for she's a lady. I never heard that in karaoke, and the lady that did that really did a really good job with that. And another black girl, but she could have been from like Dominica or something like that. She sang Vola lady, Vola I'm probably saying it wrong, but y'all know what I'm talking. It's a cruise song. You hear it on the cruise ships all the time. So, but she sung that, um, and was like singing all the little words and everything. I was like, damn, I ain't never heard this song karaoke. She did a good time with it. One thing before I talk about how I got these scars is and they not scars, they can go over, they damn near gone, y'all probably can't even see it that good, but so the time where we were at the hot tub where we saw T-Rock, we were all getting drinks. So we all got out of the hot tub. We had Summer there, Summer's out there. We were by the hot tub, but we're on the chairs. So we're getting shots. And I was like, instead, everybody was kind of like walking to get their drinks. And I'm like, let me just find a bartender guy or whatever. And they can come over here and take the drinks. So the guy came over and was getting the drinks. Now I'm getting ready to give him a tip, but he's so dang fast with the drinks, and so he didn't get his tip. So he's coming back over, and I'm like, I got my tip in him. I'm like, I'm gonna give him the tip for going over there, coming over here. He got everybody drinks and stuff. So some guy from Norwegian, I guess didn't work for Norwegian. He's like, well, I'm gonna give you a tip because they got you running all over, and I know you just been doing a whole lot of running around. And I'm like, I got his tip or whatever. So he, damn, excuse me, good. He knocked over JT's lemon drops. I think those were the last two drinks he had to give out. I'm like, yo, drunk ass over here trying to talk for us. Number one, ain't none of us was broke. We all had whatever money we need to take care of whatever we need to take care of. And he's talking about some, I know you need a tip for all this running around and stuff. So he knocked over the drinks. So he finally brought the drinks back. By the time he brought the drinks back, JT and Dante had already left because we had to get ready for dinner. So what I'm saying is to say, Mr. DJ, when I tell you he is a real one, and I laughed my ass off. So the guy came back over to the guy that was trying to say we was running the bartender guy so much, and he had to give him a tip for us. Came back over and was talking to Mr. DJ and was saying something. All I heard Mr. DJ say is, do you want your tip money back? Do you want your tip money back? I said, I know that's right, Mr. DJ. Like, nigga, we broke. Do you want your money back? Because you didn't have to, and I still gave him the money, of course. But it's like, you didn't have to tip nothing for us. And he was like, do you want your money back? I got your money. I said, Mr. DJ, I was sitting over there. I was like, amen. Tell him again, Mr. DJ. He ain't got to tip nothing for us. So, yeah, that was hilarious. So, let me see. Y'all been on here for over an hour. I was running my damn mouth. So, this is what happened on the first night. I don't know what put me over the edge, but like we was at the hotel, we was drinking at the hotel, and that particular, exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. He ain't worked that damn hard, he doing too much. I'm tipping some matter for us. Boy, you get out of here. We got money and we was tipping. You don't have to do nothing for us. We good over here. So from the first night at the hotel, like I tell you, I didn't get a lot of sleep. I slept the night at the hotel, of course, but still I'm excited for the cruise. So I'm drinking, I'm excited. I get on the ship. I don't remember if I was drinking water. I have no idea if I was drinking water. But I do know from the drive down or the drive up, because we're in Virginia, so the drive up, my leg was getting swollen. So I told sister, I said, I'm gonna take my blood pressure pill when we get on the cruise because it has a diuretic in it, and I didn't want to be running to the bathroom or feeling like I'm really really gotta pee and I can't. There's no bathroom near. So um, we got on the ship. We put bags up and stuff, and sometime like before dinner, I think I had took my blood pressure pill because I'm like, we're on the ship. I kind of know where the bathrooms are if I can't get to my room. So if I gotta like be pissy McGrissy peeing every half hour, I'm fine. So, but I had been drinking. I told y'all when we got on the ship, we doing shots. We everybody, we trying to see where the stuff is, but everybody got the drink package, so we drinking. So we grown, we ain't there with no kids. We can do whatever we want. So at dinner, now I had never took. I normally take my blood pressure pill at night, and I'll just be running to the bathroom at night. It's fine, but I don't know if it was a combination of the excitement or me taking the medicine, or I don't know. But either way, at dinner I was kind of feeling like a little bit like this, but I was like, we got the slot pool. So we had the slot pool coming up, and I was like, I never had done a slot pool. So I was like, I want to see what that's about. So we get to the slot pool, and I gave Edna the money for the slot pool, and I'm sitting like at a machine that's not too far from Edna. I think Maggie is beside Edna, but she's like across from me, and I think T may be across the aisle from me, but like she's on my side. And I'm talking to Maggie, and I'm like, hey, Maggie, whatever. We talking. I was like, Maggie, because, I'm just so happy I got to see her. And Maggie looked at me, and she was like, Misha, are you okay? And I was like, what? That's all I can remember. And all I could hear her say is, y'all, is something wrong with her eyes. Her eyes are not right. It's something wrong with her eyes. And I'm like looking at Edna. I don't even know if I looked at T, but I'm like looking around, and I'm like, what y'all talking about? I'm fine. It's all I could hear is Maggie was like, it's something wrong with her eyes. She's not right. It's something not right. Something wrong with Misha. Like, Maggie is a real one. She's like, it's something wrong with Misha. So all I hear is Jocelyn came running from somewhere. I don't even remember Jocelyn being over there. She came running from somewhere, and she was like, it's her sugar. She didn't take her medicine. It's her sugar. Because by then, Norwegian people is coming. Like, they about to like kick me off the ship on the first day. Like, this bitch about to be a problem. Like, she got to go. So she was like, it's something wrong with her sugar. She didn't take her medicine or something with her medicine. So she was like, she needs some orange juice. And Bag was like, she needs some water. So they I guess I had a big cup of water. I'm drinking that. So they went and got me some orange juice. It must have been in like a shot glass, because it was like this little tiny, and I'm just drinking. And Josh was like, drinking me, drinking. So all I know, I feel like I went to sleep or something, because I woke up and I'm looking at Jocelyn sideways. I'm looking at Jocelyn sideways. So seemingly the bar stool chair or whatever chair I was sitting on, my ass hit the deck. And I had an Edna's World Cup, and I lost my cup that night. I ain't seen it no more since that night. So I must have had my cup like this. And when I fell down, my cup did a boop, and then it went up and did a scrape like the straw. And then I was like, the timber, just going down. Child. Oh, before then, I think Jocelyn or V was like, do you need something or something? And I was like, sick. I feel like I'm gonna be sick. So I guess everybody spread out. Y'all, I probably projectile vomited everywhere. Threw up. And I don't know if it was after that I got the water. I don't freaking know. I probably had already had the water by then. Anyway, I fell over, scraped my face. And so Norwegian's people is like, she needs to go to medical. Like something else is going on with her. She needs to go to medical. So by this time, Veronica is like right in front of me, and Jocelyn may be on my side. And they're like, oh, my eyes rolled. What? Damn, my eyes rolled. Shit, girl. I did an exorcism. Hold up, Lord. Bless me, Father. They ain't sinning no more. So child, they were like trying to make me go to medical. So I was drunk. Trust me, I was. But when I heard medical, I was like, you ain't charging this card. No, no more. Little man came out. Damn. Shit. Woo! Girl, but all I heard them say medical, I'm like, I ain't buying no extra insurance neither. I was like, hell, nope, I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't need to go to medical. They ain't paying no tens of thousands or however much y'all are charging. They ain't getting kicked off the ship. So they was still trying to like make me go to medical. That's why I'm telling y'all, this group of women and also men are real ones because they was like, she said no, she not going to medical. They was trying to like trick me to go with them, saying they was gonna take me to my room. This is the Norwegian people trying to say they was gonna take me to my room, but Val, oh no, that's right here. That's what I'm saying. When I tell you V and Johnson was like, she said no, and y'all are not gonna charge her. So somebody, I think it was Val. Val might have said Kisha go with her, and it was so funny that Kisha was the one to go with me because I'm like, shit, do somebody need to go with Kisha? But she was a real one. So Kisha walked with me to the room, and the whole way I'm like, I'm fine. They got the slot pool. I want to make sure I'm there to, I want to support the slot pool. She was like, girl, come on to this room and lay down. So we went to the room, and I'm still probably like, I want to go to the slot pool. She was like, Misha, lay down. So when I went in my room, I have an inside room, so it's a big mirror right there. So I'm looking at myself, and I had like threw up like a little bit on my shirt, and I had on like a jean jacket. That's why I have like 6 extra outfits, because those outfits were for the jean jacket, but Norwegian charge you to wash. And I told you Carnival shrunk my other jean jacket, so I won't send them this one to fuck that up either. So that's really why I got a lot of extra outfits, so because they were meant for the jean jacket. So whatever. So I was like, I had took my it wasn't me, it was I was tweaking in my girl. Yeah, you wasn't there because the next morning everybody was like, what's wrong with your face? But I tell y'all, this was scabbed up, probably like red under it. And I think I had my contacts on. I didn't put my glasses on till like maybe the last 2 nights, and this was the first night. So like they like, your face won't like that when I first met you. Like, what the fuck happened to you last night? So, but getting back to the room, so I had took my jacket off. I had a tank top. I took that off, and my pants had like splattered, like throw up splatter. And I couldn't take no shower. A shower was out of the question. I would have fucked they shit up and broke glass and everything. So I was like, I want to lay down, but I don't want my bed smelling like throw up or having throw up bits in it. So I'm getting into bed to lay down. So Kisha's like, all right, I'm gonna get on the other side of the bed, Misha. It's no funny stuff going on. We just gonna lay down because I guess as I'm taking off clothes, she's like, what the fuck this bitch doing? I just ain't wanting to throw up to be in that bed. So Kisha had got a rag for my face. She had got me like 2 buckets from the bathroom, I guess, and made sure there was nothing in it. And yes, a really good time. And she had the buckets in the bed. She had some pillows like propped up behind me to make sure if I threw up that nothing like, went back, that I could like lean over and stuff. When I tell y'all, Kisha took care of me like I was one of her kids or something. She was making sure I was good. So she kept asking me, was I fine? Mind you, Kisha is probably tired too, because she did the hotel. She been on the ship all day running. She's just as tired as the rest of us is, but she made sure I was okay. So I got up a couple of times to use the bathroom. I think after the 3rd time, she was like, okay, she keeps getting up to go to the bathroom. She not stumbling. She walking a straight line. So I guess she's okay. So it might have been like, it seemed like it was 3 or 4. I don't think it was that late though. But Kisha was like, are you good? And of course I'm telling her I'm good. But she really made sure the last time. She was like, I got to go to the room and lay down. I was like, thank you, Kisha. Like, I appreciate you, girl. When I tell y'all, Kisha will always be a real one, because I know I looked a hot mess. And I know she was like, what? I I got to deal with her on the first damn night. Oh, it was. I felt like it was kind of late. I was like, I feel like it's late. But man, like I'm sure I looked a hot mess. And I know like I went on Super Bowl, but I didn't go. I've never been on a group cruise, and we're here a week. I know what, and I just feel like if it was me, I'd have been like, okay, Lau, we don't really know this girl like that, and she getting sick like this, like, oh, I don't need her tarnishing my group name and stuff or none of that. And I felt so bad because I was like, damn, like, I'm so excited to be here. And I'm a drink because I'm grown, but it's like I just feel like that day I did so much. And I think I thought I had gave a bad impression. I was like, so the next day, I'm like feeling like, damn, I really just want to stay in the room. But I'm like, no, you came with the people. Don't be embarrassed. Like, and like I said, I wasn't the first one to get sick, but we don't be snitching over here. I want the first one to get sick though. But so I was like, damn, like, but I like embarrassed him on the ship, and I'm like, damn. So the next day, I don't know, I saw the girl somewhere. I can't remember. I can't remember where it was, but excuse me, y'all. I saw JT, and I was like, now, I know you got some videos of what happened last night. She was like, girl, we was trying to make sure you was okay. We was trying to get in your phone and see what was Tori's number. Like, we was trying to see what kind of medicine you needed. Like, girl, we didn't have no cameras on. I was like, nobody recorded it. She was like, no, like I may have like a little bit. Like I think she had like, I don't know I think I had already fell down or something, and like she had a little bit of that, but like all the real major where they didn't know what was going on and it was a lot of confusion whether it was medicine or what. Like when I tell everybody, like her, V, Job, they was like, we don't do that. Like we are looking out for you, like, because I was like trying to play it off because I told you I felt kind of embarrassed and nervous that I did it. So I'm like, I know y'all got some videos. So they was like, no, man, we don't do that. We try to make sure you okay. Like, so when I'm saying that to say, I'm blessed to have met this group because some of the females that I have hung out with at home, I haven't had that situation ever happen. But them bitches would have been recording, putting it on Facebook, telling people, it would have been eternally embarrassment throughout all time. Like in real life, they would have recorded that shit. And I'm telling y'all because it's my stories. I don't mind telling y'all. But like I appreciate them for that. And so yeah, that's how I got this and this. But on the bar crawl night, when I met Fritz and his wife Bonnie, that martini bar had something called lavender patch. I couldn't tell y'all what was in it. I took a picture. It'll be in a short or a video whenever I edit it. But and I was drinking them lavender because it was a sweet drink, but not too sweet. Y'all, hey, amen. Amen. So I was knocking them lavender patches. I was buying them for, well, everybody had a drink package. I'm getting some to Kim. I tried to get some to Maggie. She was like, She was like, bitch, I saw what you did that first day. I ain't drinking nothing. You drank it. And, I think I gave some to Val. And I think the guy T-Mac, his wife, I might have gave her ass one. So so this ran until like maybe 10 or 11 o'clock. So after that, it's right by the casino. So we went to the casino. And me and Val were in there playing the games. When I tell you, I could feel that I was loud. But I wasn't sick though. I wasn't sick, but I could feel like you drunk as shit, but I wasn't sick and I want to say it was because of the medicine, because I didn't take my medicine again until like almost the last night, because I know I would have been doing a lot of drinking. So thinking out loud, I think that medicine had a lot to do with me getting sick like that, because I was doing just as much drinking. I wasn't mixing a lot after that first day. I was kind of drinking, like if I was doing vodka or tequila, that's what I had like the whole day. Or if I was doing like mudslides and things like that. I probably had that the whole day, or like shots. I probably had the same type the whole day. Um, we were winning and everything. I remember we had won like 160 some dollars. So I'm like, we gonna split this, girl. We gonna split this. So we went up to the little cashier and split the money and stuff. So we went to the bar. Veronica was over there, and I'm just ordering stuff, and it's some random people over there. I'm talking, I talk to everybody, and all I know is Veronica was like, I'm gonna get you a vodka cranberry. And I'm like, okay, girl, some alcohol, get it. So, but I'm drinking it, and I'm like, this just tastes like some cranberry juice and watered down at that. The whole time, the bartender had cut me off, y'all. Somebody had came from behind the bar. They got cameras everywhere on the cruise ship. So they got cameras at the bar, and on the camera at the bar, somebody had came from behind whatever room they was in, came out and was like, who is with her? Is she by herself? They was like, she cut off. She ain't getting shit else. So, but like, they probably won't want to tell me that, because I was like, what the fuck? I ain't drunk. I'm gonna do it. And I don't know what I would have said. I probably wouldn't have did that. I don't know. Who knows? So, Veronica was like, go ahead and drink up, girl, drink up. And I'm like, this some damn cranberry juice, and I'm drunk. But I'm not sick. I'm not sick. I'm just drunk. So she gave me like 2 or 3 of them. And then I heard Veronica was like, Val, you gonna have to walk her to the room. Val was like, I don't want to walk with her by myself. Oh my God. Y'all, I know Val was like, if this bitch throw up like she threw up the other night, I'm gonna beat her ass. So Val walked me to my room. Mind you, me and Val was playing the games, and I think we was doing good. So I'm sitting here trying to like go back and play the games, and she was like, no, Misha, we gotta go to the room. So I went to the room. And like, I don't know, she trying to give me money back or whatever. And I'm like, no, this is for the slots or whatever. So I'm like, we still gonna play the slots. She was like, girl, you going to bed. You not playing those slots tonight. So that was the night before we went to Canada, which is why girl, look, I had a good time. I probably would have gave all the money away. I brought it up there to spend anyway. So that was the night before Canada. So that's what I'm saying, when they got to Canada, I was already a little queasy. So, but actually the night that I'm telling you about it at the bar that they cut me off, I went to sleep for maybe like 2 or 3 hours. I got up, took a shower, put new clothes on and everything, and I went to O'Shea's to get some what did I go up there to get? I don't know. I think I ended up getting some nachos or something. So I went up there to get some food, and I saw Miss Latanya. She was coming in by herself, but I already had a seat. So I was like, girl, come over here and sit down with me. So me and Miss Latanya had our one-on-one. Mind you, Latanya was on Super Bowl, and she did the morning shots. And we did that with her one time. The second time, it was a 3-day cruise, so I don't know what happened. But so I had met her, and me and Tori had talked to her a little bit. But on this cruise, we had a chance to sit and eat, talk about, like, she's a teacher, so I was talking about like education and kids and life and parents and things like that, and we had a really good conversation. Nobody had their cameras out, nobody was snapping. We probably took a picture of what we ate. Nobody was recording. So again, I'm saying it to say, group cruises, a group cruise with Etna and V. I don't know how other people do their group cruises. I don't really care to go on their group cruises now, but we were bonding over like situations, and I really appreciate her for listening to me. And I was probably still a little drunk because we were going to go to, where were we going to go to? We were going to go somewhere. I think we were going to go to the club. And we were walking through some other places and like stopping and talking. And we had sat down. I don't even know why we sat down, but we sat down And I was like, Latanya, I was like, girl, I don't mean no harm. But you had to go to the club and meet them by yourself because I feel sick and I'm going to my room. So I did get sick, but pub- not publicly sick. So I went to my room and I probably threw up a couple of times. But look, we on a cruise, we grown. If you get sick, you get sick. If you don't, amen to you. But to summarize the cruise, I had a really great time. Norwegian, I will go on you again if the group goes, but if they don't go, yeah, you ain't gonna see me no more. But if they want to go, then I'ma go. But definitely miss everybody. Um, it was a really good time. I wish Tori could have came. I probably wouldn't have got as drunk as I did because he would have been like, "Girl, bring your ass to this room. You're not drinking nothing else." So because husband's gonna make sure, stop, cut. So yeah, I had a really good time. Like so many good memories and so many like real conversations. Just I cannot put it into words, but yeah, I miss everybody. I really wish we were still on the boat. I really miss everybody. It was all love. Girl, you welcome. You know I'm coming back. Girl, y'all ain't gonna get rid of me. You know I'm coming back, girl. But it was a really good time. And yeah, Kisha is a real one. Val is a real one. Josh, everybody that just like helped me through those drunken moments. Definitely, I appreciate all of them, and all the fun, all the love, all the high fives, all the goofy moments. Just everything was a vibe. Everything was a vibe. Like, yeah, it's like I cannot stress to you guys enough. If you ever get a chance to go on Super Bowl at Sea or either Groupcation, you need to do it. Going for a walk. Okay, Shay, you have a good walk, girl. You have a good walk, girl. Walk some for me, girl, because I'm about to lay it flat. But yeah, tomorrow I'm off. Grandson Latrell starts school Monday. So he's going to get his hair braided. And I probably would do some more stuff at my daughter's apartment. So after I cook and eat, I'm probably going to bed. I'm not doing too much more tonight. But yeah, I think I checked off most of what I had to talk about the cruise. Edna is going to go live on Wednesday for Wind Down Wednesday. So she's the facilitator. She has a group that put together an amazing cruise for her, but this is her baby. And so she's probably going to talk about so much about being a facilitator or things that she planned and how she thought they went or her whatever. So make sure you guys tune into that. That's going to be a really, really good live. And if you want to know a lot about the ship, I'm sure people will be talking about in the comments. So that will be a good live. The original JT will go live on Tuesday. I think her live started at 6 o'clock, I want to say. I'm sure she'll be talking about her experience, but she was up there boo loving and stuff. So when I didn't see that much of JC, I saw enough, but I could have seen a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But she was with her boo, so it's all good. So tune in to the original JT. On Monday, you have Allen Family Adventures, Miss Jocelyn. Oh my gosh, Jocelyn, she's so sweet. Hush, 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 sweetie. So yeah, Jocelyn, her kids just started school too. I think they may have already started like football practices and stuff. So hopefully, she does go live on Monday, and I think she normally goes live around 9 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be 9, but I think Central it's whatever time that is. Is that 8 o'clock or something? I don't know. But so that's Allen Family Adventures. But again, tonight, 7 o'clock, Jessica TV. This is going to be her birthday live, so please run over there and give her a subscribe if you haven't. Like, comment, do all the stuff. So yeah, next week I will be back live. I'm sure Tori will be feeling almost 100%, if not 100%, and he will tell you about his adventures with what he's dealing with right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely. I'm just still missing the cruise. I'm missing everybody. I'm not missing the cruise because I don't care about the ship. It's the people. So yeah, I made some really good connections, and I'm just blessed. I'm just blessed to be in the number. I'm blessed to have found this group, and yeah, they not gonna get rid of me. Y'all gonna see Misha and more all in the background. Show is. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Have a blessed evening. Tomorrow, rest up, and we got work next week unless you retired. And if you retired, I don't want to hear about it. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. This live is normally only like 30 minutes. We may go a little bit over, but I just had a lot to talk about, and I didn't want to backtrack and talk about the cruise again next week because we probably have other stuff to talk about. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Again, I love you all. Be safe, be blessed, and I will see you guys in the chats, in the lives, and some videos and shorts should be coming out soon. But I know lots of people have already started putting out some things, so definitely check them out. Edna's World, she has I don't know if it's a short or if it's a video, but she has something on her channel where she had all of the content creators that were going on the cruise with us. So their channels will be listed there. So make sure if you're not subscribe, check them out. Check out their videos, shorts. A lot of us have playlists, so check that out if you can. So yeah, you'll see a list of the content creators will be on Edna's World. So go over to Edna's World, look in her stuff, shuffle around, and you'll see that video. I don't know if it's a video or a short, but she did put the content creators on channel names and stuff in there. So check that out. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye. Thank you.